Absolutely. And you will not find anybody that agrees with you more than myself. And I think that's a great segue because, the spirit of teamwork and bipartisanship, feels especially relevant to the work you're doing now with Congressman Siscomani on the veteran caregiver reeducation, reemployment, and retirement bill. So, Congressman, before we get into the legislation itself, what first brought the issue of veteran caregivers to your attention, and why has it become such an important priority for you?
Well, look, I've listened to and been a part of so many meetings with veterans over the years. My father served in Korea in the United States Army, and also an enormous admirer of Elizabeth Dole, her late husband, Senator Bob Dole. Appreciate what they have done. A close friend, Steve Schwab, helps run their organization in Washington, but I know him from Rochester, which is my hometown. So that and just the experience of the sacrifice of so many veterans. I helped initiate the Veterans Parade that we now do in Rochester for the last several years, marching it every year. I do pinning ceremonies for Vietnam vets who often came home and weren't given the honor that they deserve for their service without regard to what people thought about the war. That's a decision that's made by politicians and by people in public life, but certainly not made by the men and women who served in the armed forces. So, and I think there's a social compact. Look, we're asking people literally to put their lives on the line. Now, hopefully in many cases it doesn't come to that. But they're there and they're ready and they answer the call. And once you're a member of the military, you don't get a choice. You go where they tell you to go. And so part of that compact, in my mind, is to make sure that we honor their service when there are problems, to make sure that we take care of them, particularly for service-related injuries. And I don't think we've always fulfilled our commitment to them, but I think I just think this is vital to people. And honestly, even if we didn't care the humanity of it, how do you make commitments to people and not honor them and expect that people are going to continue to want to serve? So I just believe so strongly in this. And I'll tell you this, Lance, one of the things that I so appreciate about this job is the opportunity to recommend young people for the military service organization, the academies. And I do not only interviews and make recommendations, but we will honor those young people. And we did that with a ceremony before they went off to school. So whether it's West Point or the Naval Academy or it's ROTC, wherever you go, it is so heartening to see young people willing to serve the country. And I just think as Americans, we need to honor them and their families, because their families make sacrifices as well when they agree to serve.